This is Rennie Foster from Vancouver, Canada, by way of Tokyo, Japan, by way of Victoria, Canada, from RF Music and DE and Ornaments, Little Helpers, etc., etc., and much respect. What's up? Actually, I got into DJing very gradually. I fell in love with dance music through a DJ, an older DJ. He was teaching me breakdancing when I was 11. This is in 1983. And so the DJ was always very central to what I was doing, but my first love was dancing and breakdancing, b-boying, and I kept doing that for a very, very long time, right through into the 90s. And also rapping. I was in a rap group called Sound Advice, which is the precursor to some famous Canadian hip-hop music like Swollen Members, Mocha Only, etc., etc. So that was the foundation that we were laying, was called Sound Advice in the late 80s and early 90s. And then from there, I fell in love with house music through mixtapes that we were getting, because we were like very involved in underground hip-hop. So we were getting a lot of mixtapes coming just from the radio in New York and out east. And that music at that time had a lot of different kinds of stuff going on. It wasn't just like strictly hip hop. There was all kinds of house music and stuff, and dance music, early dance music getting played. And that stuff made me connect with the original music that I was hearing with breakdancing, like the electro funk and Africa Bambaataa and whatnot. So Kraftwerk, etc., etc. So I connected with house music a lot more than my contemporaries. So my original way of playing records was I would volunteer after we were done our shows to play records. The hip hop DJ would open and everything, and I would try to play. I basically learned to DJ so that I could play house records. So it was like, I got spit on and all kinds of shit. Like, I used to play like fucking Adonis and shit to like, underground hip hop heads. Like, I'd try and sneak it in. First I'd play like some 2 Live Crew or something that was like fast, and then I'd play Adonis or something. Some people, girls liked it, but I got a lot of fucking heat for it. RF Music is a joint venture between myself and my partner Mark Gerard, who runs also deradio.ca and does his own thing in his own right as well. But together we've joined forces very recently to put my music into effect under my own label in the way that it should have been done. I worked with a lot of labels and I learned a lot of things, and some good things, some bad things. There's some labels that I'm still working with now, like Soiree Records, Detroit. Put out a record on Soiree in 2002. That's why I know people from Detroit. Basically, that was my introduction. And I'm still working with Derek Thompson, Big Up, Drivetrain, Soiree Records, that's still my fam. So I'm still working with those labels, but my main thing right now is on my label and building something with my own music, taking control of my back catalog and my publishing, putting out stuff that had been, contracts had been defunct, with new remixes that I feel are right for the releases. I'm doing the digital game. I'm doing 2 vinyl labels. One's called RF Tracks with Prime Distribution. Big up Spencer and Prime. And we're doing that, and we're also doing another one with Soiree. I have a hard time pronouncing the thing, but new music group and distribution that Miles Surge and Donnell Knox, D-Knox from Kalamazoo, are setting up. And we're going to roll with that. That'll be RF Limited, and that's will be a vinyl-only label, limited run stuff. And, that's where RF is right now. Both. Okay. Everything. All of it. Whatever, there's nobody out there I don't want to give a chance to connect with my music. Like, I don't care if it's, to be honest with you, I know it's an unpopular thing, and I don't think other artists should think this. It's not advice, but personally, just recently, I'm not mad at people who download my shit for free. Like, if they want it, if they, a chance to connect with them, maybe they'll buy a ticket for a show, maybe they'll buy a t-shirt, maybe they'll be hyped on my music enough to buy something else. Or not, maybe they'll share it with their friends and they all go up to it. That's enough for me. Like, I just want to connect with people through my music and adapt to the new environments and keep my eye on the classic environments. I don't think vinyl's going anywhere. I'll always make vinyl. I love vinyl, It's not about choosing a side, man. It's about like navigating terrain, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. That's it. Okay, actually I do, I don't know about the whole. Like I don't even think it's my place to even, I'm just a one dude doing a part of a very big thing. So it's very hard for me to I'm more like a student looking for where techno should go. So it's hard for me to really have a strong opinion. But I'll tell you one thing that I do have a strong opinion about is I would like to see more artists say more things with techno, and with music. Like, a lot of artists, man, right now are really just, I feel like the main message coming out of their music is I'm really good at making music. I'm really smart at making music. Like, listen to this music I made. It's so fucking hip and shit. It's so cutting edge or whatever. And which is cool. I respect that. And I know that is a big part of what I do and a part of what techno is, man. That's why it's a head sort of music. But we can say other shit too. We can say other things, man. We can say stuff about politics. We can say stuff about what's happening in our surroundings, shit that's happening to us. Those are the things that connect with people, and that is the way that our audience will grow. You know what I mean? When we're not just connecting to each other, trying to impress, mine's the hottest stuff. I'm the most famous guy. I got the most, I'm using the most coolest analog gear, and that's why my shit all sounds so legitimate, It's that's just for each other. That's just nerd shit. That's for each other. If we're gonna connect to real people who aren't fiends crazy for music, that are just have jobs, that's why music is, gets popular, because it connects with people, A lot of people think there's a huge conspiracy around it and stuff, and in some parts there is, for sure. But some of it is self-created, because we get real pretentious about shit. You know what I mean? I think we can say some things that connect with people, at one time we did, man. Inner City, Big Fun, dude, and people are doing it. Keith Worthy's album, man, Keith Worthy's new album, man, fucking connected with me. When I heard it, I was he's saying something, with this music. I can feel it, he's saying something. It's not just about, self, I'm a good DJ and this track will make everybody party, Yeah. Website, RennieFoster.com, RennieFoster.com, it's just all the links to everywhere to contact me. You can hit me up at rf@RennieFoster.com, and we'll answer your email. You know what I'm saying?